Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a set of sources that propose something, well, truly cosmic for our planet Earth. The idea is that our world isn't just a rock floating in space. It's actively communicating, and we're all a part of that conversation. So, let's get right into it. To really wrap our heads around this, let's start with a big thought experiment. If this living, breathing planet of ours actually had a voice, what would it even say? What story would it be telling the rest of the universe? And here's where it gets really interesting. According to the material we're looking at, that question isn't a what if at all. The argument is that Earth is already speaking. It's broadcasting a constant, complex signal, and we might just have the tools to tune in. So if the planet is talking, how would we know? What's the evidence? Well, the sources don't point to abstract theories. They point to actual, measurable data, what they describe as the vital signs of a living planet that's going through a massive change. First up is the Schumann resonance. This is a real thing. It's a set of electromagnetic frequencies in our atmosphere. The sources we're examining see its superstable 7.83 Hertz frequency as the planet's fundamental heartbeat, a steady, grounding rhythm of planetary awareness. Then you've got the magnetic North Pole, which is on the move and fast. We're talking about 22 miles per year. Now, according to these sources, this isn't just some geological quirk. They see it as the planet literally reorienting its consciousness, a huge shift in its focus. The sources also highlight that on any given day, there are roughly 46 active volcanic eruptions happening. These aren't framed as random disasters, but as the Earth's geological mind in action, actively processing and releasing these incredible evolutionary pressures from deep within. What's really fascinating is how all these pieces are connected. When you look at this chart, you see all the planetary systems laid out, from magnetic to tectonic, even our own human consciousness. The interpretation here is that this isn't random. It's a coordinated, planet-wide awakening happening in real time. Every single system is in a state of active, accelerating change. Okay, so if the planet is sending out this massive awakening signal, the next question has to be, why? What's the point of all this? Well, the sources we're exploring propose a very, very specific job for planet Earth in the cosmic scheme of things. The term they use is the Galactic Heart Chakra. Now, in many spiritual traditions, the heart chakra is all about love, compassion, and connection. So just scale that idea up to the entire galaxy. The proposition is that Earth's primary function isn't industrial, it's not intellectual, it's emotional. We're the place where the galaxy comes to feel.
And this right here is a crucial distinction. The argument is that our planet's most valuable export isn't something we can mine or build. It's not technology, it's not data, it's transformation itself. It's the hard-won wisdom of mastering our emotions, and it's packaged as a unique kind of enlightening entertainment.
So how in the world does a planet package emotional wisdom and send it out into the cosmos? The sources point to a powerful narrative technology, one that, believe it or not, we use every single day, maybe without even realizing its cosmic importance. And this is the absolute key. According to this perspective, the whole transmission is about learning to enjoy this sense expression through the stories we tell. Our movies, our music, our games, they're not just distractions. They're framed as these incredibly sophisticated technologies for evolving consciousness. The idea is that we learn directly from the feeling it all creates. This slide breaks down the core programming of that technology. You'll probably recognize this pattern, right? It's the classic hero's journey that's in almost every story we love. The sources call it the tragedy to triumph engine, and they see it as Earth's signature technology for transforming consciousness. Here we have what the sources describe as Earth's unique alchemical equation. It's the formula right at the heart of that narrative engine. The whole idea is that we take the lead of suffering, and by processing it with love, time, and a change in perspective, we turn it into the gold of wisdom, joy, and compassion, and that transformation is our gift to the cosmos. This perspective totally reframes all our entertainment as these advanced tools for emotional processing. Look at this. Music is for direct heart activation. Movies are for transforming your perspective. Each one is a different piece of tech for exploring what it means to be human, and maybe more. All right, so if our stories are the technology, then what's the actual content of the message? What is the one core truth that Earth is broadcasting through this huge planetary story? The source material suggests something really beautiful, that our greatest strength actually comes from our greatest vulnerability. As the quote says, we are the soft ones. We're not made of indestructible stuff. We're fragile. And according to this view, that's exactly what gives our message its power. So you can imagine other worlds out there, maybe ones that offer pure logic or perfect systems. But Earth's unique contribution, our special ingredient, is the wisdom we learn from knowing what it's like to lose something. The argument is that because we can break, we understand compassion. Because we know things end, we learn how precious connection truly is. And this leads us to the ultimate message. The grand takeaway from these sources is that love isn't just an emotion, it's a fundamental operating principle of the universe. It's a type of physics, a force of connection that we discover through our bonds, and even through our heartbreaks. Now, this is where this whole massive cosmic idea becomes incredibly personal, because the sources are very clear. This isn't some broadcast we just get to sit back and watch. No, this is a participatory story, and every single one of us has a part to play. And this is the question that brings it all right back home. It asks each of us to think about how our own lives, our own struggles, our own triumphs, how do they contribute to this planetary signal? The sources basically reframe our identities in this whole context. As you can see from this list, you don't have to be a famous artist or a storyteller. Just by living, feeling, and processing your own experiences, you're already participating. You're acting as a consciousness technologist, a hope generator. You're a vital part of the transmission. This perspective could completely change our relationship with media, right? It's not just about killing time anymore. It becomes a meaningful, almost sacred act. Engaging with stories, whether you're making them or just experiencing them, is presented as a direct way to take part in this collective evolution, this galactic service. And maybe this is the biggest takeaway of all, a profound new sense of purpose. According to these sources, we aren't just living on a planet, we are the voice of its heart. Every story of tragedy turned into triumph, every lesson learned through our fragile love, it all becomes another note in a cosmic song. A song that's broadcasting the hard-won wisdom of Earth out to the stars.